I want to know the
Everything.
bad and the good. As you're doing your research on George Washington, I find miracle after miracle after miracle, and I believe all of them. You know, he comes off the battlefield and he's got a hole in his hat. He's got 2 holes in his jacket. And the men begin to look at him as absolutely invincible. They look at him as this guy has been anointed from God to lead us because he's on the biggest horse and the white horse, and he's having horses shot out from underneath him, but he lives. Yeah. Do you believe those stories to be true?
Yeah, they are true. We opened Killing England with the French and Indian War, Braddock's defeat, where Washington was a member of the Virginia militia and had 3 horses shot out from under him. And we tell you that that was a problem, not only because of the danger, but because Washington's hemorrhoids were so severe that he had to ride on a pillow. He had to put a pillow between himself and the saddle, or he couldn't get on the horse. But Washington was an amazingly brave man. And that was very, very important because in the beginning of the war, the rebel army was on the run. It was on the retreat. And it would have fallen apart if their leader had not been as strong as Washington. Washington was the last man to be evacuated from the Battle of Long Island, where the British won and drove the rebel army upstate New York, and they were chasing them. And then they thought, the King of England thought that was going to be the end of the war. Washington stayed on that beach, the last guy out. And so, yes, and ironically, the same thing is true with Robert E. Lee. As the Confederacy would have lost a long time ago had he not been such a powerful presence on his horse, right about that, in killing Lincoln, Mars, Robert. And, obviously different causes and different times in history, but the strength of leadership is what I think Americans need to know about. And when you get back to the statue situation, there are going to come for Washington and Jefferson, and there's no doubt that the fanatical left is going to try to tear them down because they're responsible. Both of those men are directly responsible for the freedoms that we have today, and the hard left hates those freedoms. All right, they want the government to run everything. That's the battle. So I want Americans, and I think you do too. So we're kind of simpatico here, to know about everything about it.
Yeah, I want to know
Washington and Jefferson.
I want to know everything. The bad and the good. I want to know.
Right. So
I want to know it all.